Hey everyone! Today I have this jungle temple to share with you all. This ended up being kind of like a abandoned temple kind of build, and the one I will be creating with you turned out to be a bit more ancient than the first one. So I kind of went overboard with the one I will be building with you guys. It's more broken down and overgrown, which I happen to like a lot more. And as I continued to build this structure, it turned into more like a long lost temple kind of thing, and the treasure is the golden bell at the very top. So let's begin. Here are all the materials I used for this build. As always, I will list them in the info box. So the first thing we are going to do is create the shape of the tower. So basically a circle. So first put down 5 blocks of cobblestone, then 2 block diagonal, and on the second diagonal block add another block next to it, and then connect 1 block right below the second block, then connect a block diagonally and place another block beside it, then add 2 more blocks. And once you have that one full side done, all you have to do is just copy one side to the other side. And if you guys just did not follow anything I just said, which I don't blame you, here is a picture of the circle that I created. So you should have something like this. And then once you have your completed circle, just raise the walls 4 blocks up. So you should have a 5 block wall. Now it's time to create the second tier of this 4-tier tower build, and all you have to do is just go in a block and create a second circle. So this tier should be 4 blocks high, and since we already put down the first layer of cobblestone, all we have to do is place down 3 more blocks on top of those cobblestones to create the 4 block height of the second tier. Now for the third tier, we're going to do the exact same process that we did for the second tier, and this tier is also going to be 4 blocks high. And now we are on our final tier, the 4th tier, and this last section is only going to be 2 blocks high. The first layer is made out of just cobblestone blocks, while the second layer has kind of a different pattern than the first layer that involves diagonally placed blocks. It's really easier to just watch what I do than having me explain it, because it's just going to get really confusing. The second layer will also have some cobblestone steps in the center of each side. And now it's time to build the columns that would hold up the beautiful golden bell. I use cobblestone walls for this. So what you want to do is just place a wall on each corner of the 4th tier and go up 4 blocks high. Then place 2 walls inwards to create a right angle. The first placement isn't very important, but make sure you do the same thing for the other right angles. And then once you have those right angles complete, you want to go up 3 walls and then connect them all on the top with more cobble walls. And then underneath that plus sign, we're going to add another cobble wall, including 2 iron bars right after it. And at the end of the iron bar, we're going to create the golden bell. And the golden bell is actually made out of 3 blocks of gold, 4 stone brick stairs, and 4 stone slabs. It's actually really easy to build. Now that the tower is complete, let's try to add a little bit more depth and dimension to the look. So we're going to grab all sorts of blocks, including cracked brick stairs, moss stone, and polished andesite. All of the blocks will be listed in the info box, but what I'm doing is just randomly picking cobblestone blocks, breaking them, and placing different light color blocks just to kind of break up the monochromatic tone of the walls. I also added some cobblestone stairs as well as stone brick stairs along the walls. I really like how it creates holes in the walls and dents in the walls. It makes the building look more run down and it looks a bit more deteriorated. And because this is a sacred temple, I also placed a few stone monster eggs inside the walls. It's kind of like a little booby trap to keep the treasure hunters out. So yeah, I thought that was a nice little touch. Now let's work on the windows. I also decorated the windows with some gray stained glass, some stone slabs, and cobblestone stairs. A few of these will actually have missing blocks, giving it the sign of deterioration and breakage, but there is actually a clear pattern I used for the windows. Of course, you can always come up with your own design. This build is just to create inspiration for you guys and give you guys some ideas. Now we are going to make it look like the jungle is reclaiming the temple by covering a few sides of the walls with dirt, as well as placing a lot of vines and a whole lot of jungle leaves all around. My favorite part was applying the jungle leaves. The more leaves I put down, the more put together the idea of it being an ancient, hidden, abandoned temple is made, and it just got really exciting, and I went a little crazy with the leaves. What can I say? I really like the abandoned, old, ancient kind of look. I also added buttons everywhere to give the illusion of chipped off pieces from the temple. And with that, the ancient hidden temple is complete, and it also looks great in the rain, I must say. I really hope you enjoyed this build. I actually like it a lot. I kind of want to build a whole series around it, like an abandoned village or a city later in the future. Like always, I want to know your thoughts on it, so please don't hesitate to leave a comment. And thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you all in my next video. Bye!